What's up, everyone? Adrian Morrison here, and I want to welcome you to our Profit Power Hour tonight. I'm excited about tonight's training. I'm going to show you something that, before we jump into Facebook ads, I think is going to be super beneficial for many of you, especially if you're trying to find hot products on a budget. So, everybody's piling in the room right now. Go ahead and put in a 1 in the question box so my team can make sure that you all can see my screen and hear my voice. My webcam's not on just yet, but we're going to get that on here momentarily. So just load the box with 1 so they can see that everything's all systems go and everything's working. Awesome. Cool. So I'm going to go ahead and share my webcam. Step 1, step 2, step 3. So everyone should be able to see me now. I am looking in this camera. Okay, I've got like 3 cameras up here, here, and here. But yeah, so webcam is on now. So just put in a 2 if you can see my webcam. Cool. I am wearing a hat today because I am trying to reprogram a bit of my routine. And part of that means waking up a little bit earlier. And any of you that know me, I've been doing, I've been doing internet marketing since like 2007, 2008. So a very long time. I started in college, and my schedule is, you should always go with your rhythm, right? What your rhythm is to be comfortable throughout the week and happy working. And my rhythm has always been stay up till 3 and 4 in the morning, wake up, more around like 10 o'clock in the morning, and then get started, right? I'm trying to change my rhythm up just a little bit because as I've gotten a little older, I've learned to appreciate mornings. But as much as I love waking up earlier in the morning and as more productive I feel that it is hard to break a habit of what is this 20 years of waking up super late or 15 years of waking up, later in the mornings. But this year, I'm just working on a lot of things with myself with productivity, which is why I showed y'all a couple weeks ago Brain.fm and the Pomodoro clock. My Aura ring that I wear that tracks my sleep. I've got a trainer this year, like an actual fitness coach that designs my workouts, designs my diet, and I really am, as I'm getting a little bit older, trying to focus on some of these things that make for a better quality of life. As I realize I can't just stay up till 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning forever. So yeah, the hat, because when I wake up early, I like feel like crap and I'm like trying to do my hair. So, but if you do anything for 2 to 4 weeks straight and you make it a routine, and you should write this down because as you're building your business, you need to develop routines that go against the grind, that go against your daily grind. And if you do something for 2 to 4 weeks, so about 30 days, every single day, and you don't miss it, no matter how much you hate it, you don't miss it. It will become embedded within you, and you will then effortlessly start doing that thing that was once going against the grain and was a grind for you. It's no longer a grind, it's effortless. It's just the way it is. You can reprogram your thinking and your body within 30 days, and some people within just 14 days. It depends on the type of person and personality that you have usually. So that's what I'm in the middle of doing. You can join me through this process. Now, aside from that, we have a couple of new things on our welcome screen. We're just going to hit Notably, my TikTok account is now on here, so make sure that you follow me on TikTok. I'm about to blitz TikTok like crazy and learn ads. Like I'm going all in on learning TikTok advertising, not posting dancing videos, but TikTok advertising, as I see that being a major competitor, and it already is to some extent with Facebook and Instagram ads. And again, something that goes against the grain, something that is a grind for you, right? Meaning it's not easy, it's not a part of your routine. If you start doing it every day, studying it every day, doing one teeny tiny little thing every day, you're going to find that it becomes natural to you. So I'm starting to do that with TikTok. But on the right hand side is my social media. So we'll just go ahead and we'll zoom in on the social media. So if you haven't yet and you're new here, just make sure that you follow me everywhere that makes sense for you. We have Facebook, and I've added these verification check marks here because I am verified on these platforms. And there are a lot of scammers on these platforms that know that I have a following and know that they make fake profiles with my image, and they DM people and try to give you free Bitcoin and all this nonsense. And I'm just sick of people getting taken advantage of and having my name, used like that. So always look for the verification badge on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Working on YouTube, but I think you have to have 100,000 subs before they verify you, is kind of like a standard. But hit me up on Facebook. I post content there every week. Instagram almost daily. YouTube every single Friday we post content. TikTok, which is new. Remember, I'm verified on TikTok, so you'll see the little blue check mark, which my username is just Adrian Morrison. You'll see I made some posts a little while ago that got a lot of views, but that was just me testing around. And then you've got the other resources: Snapchat, Clubhouse, Twitter, which I use less frequently. On the left hand side here, we have some of our Shopify tools: Interest Scout, Coupon Hero, Pixel Magic. Check these out. You go to these links and they'll take you directly to a demo video of these tools. And these are things that you'll want to use on your Shopify store moving forward. If you don't have them, that can really help you optimize processes and hopefully make more money. And then our essential fulfillment apps here, I'm going to zoom in on these real big. We're going to be adding 1 or 2 new fulfillment apps to this section moving forward. ClickFunnels, by the way, a lot of you ask, it's not a vendor. That's just a link for a free trial, because sometimes we use ClickFunnels for e-com stuff, building pages and whatnot. Amazing company. But we have my number one pick, which is Pillow Profits for print on demand. Then you've got Shine On, which is really awesome. They just released some new stuff recently, which is free. And then you got ZenDrop. These are all custom private links designed for my students. So when you go through these links, you're going through a link that tracks to me. And as a result, you get tagged to me and you get all of the extra goodies and stuff that I'm able to make available to you, be it discounts or anything like that. Or be it like special prizes or special assets. Sometimes these companies will give away to my students. So you want to go through those links so you're tagged to me. Those are my partner links with those companies. And lastly, at the tippy top here, you've got our Shopify free trial link, and same applies here. Listen, if you don't have a Shopify store or you're opening up an additional store, you're going to want to go through this link, because you're going through my partner link with Shopify. If you go to profitph.com/Shopify, and that is going to give you any of the special gifts and whatnot that Shopify does for my students. So if you go through that link, you're getting the best free trial offer that's out there, the best prices that are out there, and you're getting some extra gifts and goodies that Shopify gives you on my behalf. And you will actually see that when you sign up for Shopify. You'll get an email with my name and it'll give you some free stuff. So that's something really cool that me and Shopify worked on and have now deployed. So make sure you start your Shopify store through that link. Okay. So I want to talk about something that is quite important that has been brought to my attention over the last couple of weeks. And that is, how do we test ads on a really small budget, Adrian, and really get the most out of it? So this week, before we move into Facebook marketing and whatnot, I want to give you a strategy. So everyone in here has a battle plan, right? A plan that you can move forward with, feel confident in, and launch your business, right? The idea is to find one product that could change your life. And if with this battle plan, you can duplicate everything, and I believe that it will help you get closer to your goals. It is a battle plan that is battle tested. All right. So, uh, again, if you're new, I want to welcome you to the Profit Power Hour. We do these every week. It's completely free training. So, this is just a training I've been doing since 2014 for free for my VIP students. And if you have not yet logged into your Access Adrian portal, be it through your Ecom Quick Start course, your Ecom Success Academy, Platinum, Diamond, Elite, and so forth, then just go in your Access Adrian, click on Profit Power Hour under Buy Courses and Software, so you can see that there. And that's going to pull up for you free members area. And each week we take the edited recordings, because we do not always, release the full training. I show some trainings, I show some stuff that I don't want the whole world to see. It's supposed to be private for you all. But you'll be able to access these free replays, the edited versions. And if you just hover your mouse over my profile photo, then you can hit subscribe, which you should do. Now, that said, what we're going to do tonight is we're going to talk about this drip test profit method. All right, so we're going to talk about this drip test profit method. And if you want to jump in the group and participate in the weekly giveaway that we do, you can go to facebook.com/group/profitph and go to our private Facebook group. Tell everybody to get their butt in here, do what's in their own best interest, and you can participate in our giveaway. But this drip test method that I use is actually an old trick. And a lot of people, as they evolve in marketing, what happens is new buzzworthy techniques come about and they don't last, right? So it's like the strategy for 1 or 2 weeks might work, that you might see all the gurus talking about. It's a fad strategy. And so marketers are always trying new things on the Facebook ads platform. And there are new ways to launch ads, new budgets that work. There's all sorts of stuff. And oftentimes what I'll do is I'll go back to some of the older strategies that I used to use and test them again. And I'll find that they work, because things are always changing on Facebook. And Facebook traffic is the highest quality traffic in the world. And therefore, that traffic typically is more expensive for you to tap into and to acquire. Now, we can do that with teeny tiny little budgets, but the key is you want to get the most data possible for your teeny tiny budget. How many of you in here would agree, right? You want to get as much information and data as possible on a teeny tiny little budget of $5 to $10. Now, I'm going to pull up my whiteboard and I'm going to draw this battle plan out for you, because a lot of people are saying, look, Adrian, I love this 20 days to profit plan and challenge that you've put together that really outlines for me exactly what to do and where to start. If you're new, we've been talking about this for 3 or 4 weeks. It's a 20-day plan to find one product using calculated risk and a low budget to really explode your e-commerce business and your Shopify store, right? Your goal is in 20 days to find one big winner. Now, is it guaranteed? No, nothing in life is guaranteed, right? So at the end of that 20 days, if you haven't found a winner, guess what you do? You start over, right? Another 20 days. But oftentimes what I'll find is that I will actually discover 2 to 3 winners in 20 days when I follow this plan. So our goal is 1, but we could find 2 to 3 big winners. And remember, one single product could be a 6-figure revenue generating product. It could be a grand slam product. So, one product is really what we're looking for here. And so you can go back. I'm not going to regurgitate all of this because you have access to the replays, which I just showed you, right? But it's to test 10 products in 20 days. We're going to be launching these using our $5 flash sales strategy, meaning that, I get this owl coaster here for $2. I list it for sale for 5. Okay. Um, and people pay shipping and handling for it. So we end up the customer ends up paying $10 to get this shipped to their door. And we have a lot of profit built in there through the shipping and handling and a little bit of markup from the product on the drop shipping vendor that we've acquired it from. Okay, so it's really easy to get people to buy $5 products. It's not easy to get people to buy 20, 30, 40, 50, $60 products unless you've established some sort of trust with them, right? People buy from someone whom they know, love, and or trust, right? So your goal is to establish a relationship with people, not like, this really serious relationship, but touch, show them some value, um, give them a really cool deal that makes them excited about viewing other additional offers from you. And that's how you're really going to profit. And that's what I always did with free plus shipping. But the $5 flash sales strategy is like the new age of free plus shipping. It's in my brain, it is actually a more appealing strategy for both sellers and for customers, because customers oftentimes you'll run into a percentage of customers that don't believe a free plus shipping offer is legit. They're going to think, okay, this has got to be a scam. There's no way it's free, right? So they just never click through. And we know that, and that's just a part of it all. And it works, right? It crushes. But this is a strategy that's going to appeal to everyone. It's not going to turn anybody off, right? It's like everything's a dollar, the Dollar General strategy. And so, look, I know that as you're going through this 10-day battle plan here, this 20-day plan, you're testing 10 products and you're trying to find what your big hitter is going to be, right? I've gotten a lot of feedback from students, especially the newer students that are on more of a limited budget. By the way, how many of you in here are on more of a limited budget for testing? Like when I say, hey, look, you can start out with $5 to $10 a day, you're like definitely going to be one of the ones that's at $5 to $10 a day, because that was really the minimum, right? Budget if you want to get some information. Just put it in the chat box so we can review that. Cool, cool. So, look, our goal here with this 20-day plan is to acquire data. It's to figure out which one of these ads, which one of these products is going to be a winner. Which one should we double down on? Which one should we spend a little bit extra money on to get a better creative, user-generated content creative? We'll talk about that later. And so here's what happens though, okay? They've updated my software on my computer, so on this white pad, so we'll see like how this works out. But let's just say that your budget, okay? So your budget is $10 per day, okay? That's your budget, $10 a day. That's what you're trying to go for, is spending $10 a day, okay? You've got 10 products that you're going to launch over the course of 20 days. So do the math, you know, $10 a day, times 20 days. You're going to need around 200 bucks, okay? That's how much money you're budgeting to spend over the course of 20 days. And you're blitzing, right? Testing 10 different products that we've done some research on. We feel like have home run potential, but we're trying to find which one is going to be that grand slam, okay? The one that's really going to crush it. And so what you want to do is you want to get as much data as you possibly can out of that 200, right? You never really lose, you learn, okay? So when a product doesn't work, you haven't lost, you've learned. You've acquired something in return. You've acquired information, data, right? So you know what to do next time and what not to do next time. And so with Facebook ads, what we're doing is, y'all are gonna have to excuse my handwriting. My fingernail is now falling off because I had it slammed in a car door on New Year's Eve, and yeah, the scar and the cut and the stitches all is healed up, but the fingernail has just decided, hey, you know, surprise, I'm gonna fall off, and it's not comfortable. Anyways, Facebook. All right, typically the strategy is to have what is called a conversion campaign. All right, your goal typically with Facebook ads is to start what is called a conversion campaign. Now, conversion campaigns are designed, right, to get the highest quality traffic. So this is going to be high quality traffic, but it's also going to be more expensive traffic, okay? So write that down. Oop, what am I doing here? Okay. So these conversion ads are what works. I mean, this is like the money. If you're running a conversion ad, then you know that your ad is probably going to generate sales eventually if you have a good product and you're hitting the right audience, okay? But how do you know you have a good product? How do you know that you're hitting the right audience? How do you know that the audience that you're advertising to is going to respond well to this product? Okay. Let's just say that you know you're advertising a tactical watch. Okay. So you're advertising one of those really cool tactical watches that's got the chronographs on it. You know, all the buttons and everything, and it's got like the cool like uh squared off case, so it just looks like, you know, military-esque, and it's got the buttons on it on each side, and then we got like our little, you know, whatever. Okay, so we got this cool watch that we're advertising. The watch is only it's a $5 flash sale product. Okay, so it's going to be a $5 flash sale because you can get watches cheap. So this is going to be a $5 flash sale product. Now, coming back up here, y'all, your budget to market this in a 2-day window of time is $10 a day. So you got 20 bucks that you're going to use to advertise this, okay? So you got $20 in the course of 2 days that you're going to use to advertise this. Now, we're going to be hitting, if we're using what's called conversion ads, we're going to be hitting the highest of quality traffic and thus the most expensive traffic. What this is going to result in is for you, less clicks, okay? Less comments, likes, shares, and tags, okay? Why? Because you're going to get more expensive traffic. So this is going to result into less traffic for you. See, you're paying a premium for this traffic when you run conversion ads, and that's why they work so well. Is when you're marketing and you're looking for traffic, you want the most premium traffic, you want the highest quality traffic, right? You're not looking to get just a bunch of clicks and a bunch of engagement that don't result into sales. Does that make sense? Yes. Okay. But with our 20-day plan to profit, if you're on a lower budget and you want to get more data, because the more data you have, the better, right? There is a way that you can access that high quality traffic mixed in with some lower quality traffic, right? It's cheaper traffic. And so you're going to get more clicks, more comments, more likes, more shares, more tags, more add to carts. Less add to carts, which is people that go to your website, click buy it now, but fall off at the end of the before they actually pay any money. Okay, so let me show you where we go to do this. It should be no surprise to most of you because you know how to run Facebook ads because you've taken my course. Okay, so here is the Facebook ads dash. And when you come in here and you click on create a new ad, sorry, my camera preview is blocking the create button. All right, so you want to create a new campaign. What they're going to do is they're going to give you these options here and say, hey, what kind of campaign, what kind of ad do you want to launch? Awareness, traffic, engagement, leads, app promotion, sales. Well, conversion ad is actually now called sales. You can see that this is good for, conversions. It's good for sales. All right, people likely to purchase your product or service. You're going to pay a premium for this traffic. And what your goal is in regards to, testing products and finding out what product is going to work the best is, well, I mean, listen, common sense tells us what data do you need, right, to figure out if a product is going to work on a very limited budget, okay? Because the more money you spend, the more sales you're probably going to get. The less money you're willing to spend, the less sales you're going to get. So if you're on a teeny tiny little budget, that what you're looking for to determine if something has value and is worth taking a calculated risk on is this right here. You're looking for clicks, you're looking for comments, likes, shares, tags, and especially add to carts. Because if somebody adds a product to the shopping cart, that means that they were interested in buying it. That means that they made a micro commitment and almost purchased that product. It also means they go on your email list. It also means that they go into your cart abandonment um, protector and autoresponder. So if you get add to carts, you got something. And all this other stuff over here, right? All of these, all of the clicks, let's just say, I'll do this in, let's do it in color black. So the shares, the clicks, the likes, the comments, all of these get dumped into a hot retarget audience, meaning, hey, all is not lost. These people that clicked, commented, liked, shared, or tagged somebody, they're going to go into an audience that you might later find you can bullseye target and launch some retargeting campaigns to, right? So these could be a very, very, very valuable people moving forward. So all is not lost. Y'all with me on this? Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So when we're launching this in a 2-day span of time, and we're trying to sell this watch here, okay, on a $5 flash sale, um, yes, we can tell off of 10 to 20 bucks in 2 days if this has potential. Now, we're not going to know if this is a grand slam, but if you do it right and you're getting good, high quality traffic, there is definitely probability that you could see a sale or two sales or three or four or five. I've seen it happen many a times. Okay. And that's really what we're looking for. But what you're going to find with these conversion ads is off of this, since the traffic is higher quality and thus more expensive, right? Don't forget, you're going to get less traffic for your money. Okay. You're going to get less traffic for your money. That's not a bad thing entirely, but whenever you are testing, right? Whenever you're testing products with small budget, you want to get more traffic for your money. And you want to really look at how many people are clicking, how many people are commenting, liking, sharing, how many people are tagging. Another data point that we're looking for is click-through rate. All right, so click-through rate is another great data point that helps us identify if an ad is good or a product is good. So a data point that we're fishing for, all right, so a data point that we are fishing for is called a click-through rate, also known as a CTR percentage, okay? This is another data point that we're looking for. Now, a click-through rate is, let's just say, oh, I'm bad at math, so I should probably pull out a calculator. All right, your ad has, for the sake of math, we're going to do smaller numbers, okay? Let's just say that your ad has 1,000 views. That means Facebook shows it to your, to traffic 1,000 times. So 1,000 people see your ads. All right, hold on just a sec. Okay, so doing the math here, let's just say that 3% of the people, which would be a pretty good click rate, 3% of the people that see your ad click on your ad. So out of 1,000 views, let's just say that 0.3% see your ad and click it. If you have a 3% CTR, then you're going to get around 30 clicks, okay? And if you have a 2% CTR, you're going to have 20 clicks. And if you have a 1% or less CTR, click-through rate, then you're going to have 10, okay? So That said, would you agree that click-through rate, especially when you're just testing, is important? Yes or no? Uh, so obviously it is. So you know that you're getting more bang for your buck if you've got a 3% or above CTR. So imagine if you do these numbers to 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 impressions, what 2, 3x the clicks could add up to. So how many of you in here would agree that this data point here, okay? So this data point uh, would be an important data point. Just say me. Yes. So is it going to dictate whether you get sales or not? No. Um, is it going to give you an idea as to if people are responding to your ad well? Yeah, of course it is. Just like comments, likes, shares, and tags will. So that said, what we can do, and I know it's taken me 36 minutes to get to this, but what we can do is to acquire these data points, right? This valuable information, what we can do is instead of launching conversion ads as a test, okay, what we can do is we can launch engagement ads. Good old trick, all right? So instead of launching conversion ads, we would launch engagement ads. Now, engagement ads are going to be much cheaper traffic, all right? And I could probably just to make life easier, I'll do it over here. Okay, so you could launch engagement ads. Now, engagement ads still could generate sales. They definitely can still generate sales, right? But they're less likely to. What they're designed to do, I don't like that. It's not going to work. What these are designed to do are create for you engagement. Duh, right? So if we come over here, we look, we'll see engagement ads. And engagement ads are going to get you more video views, more post engagement. Also, you got traffic ads, which are going to get you more clicks to your website. So either one of these works, but engagement can really, really get you a lot of data as well and give you a good click-through assessment. And so engagement ads are still going to give you high quality traffic, okay? It's just there's also going to be some lower quality traffic mixed in. So I would call this, mid-level, mid-quality, because it's going to be a mix of the types of traffic. But as a result, it's going to be cheap. All right, so this is going to be cheap traffic or cheaper traffic. So when traffic is cheap, what's going to happen is you're going to get more clicks. You're going to get more likes, comments, shares, tags, follows, right? And add to carts. And here's why I'm going over this, okay? The reason that I am going over this here is, sorry, I didn't realize I have my board back up. But the reason that I'm going over this here is because sometimes for $10, you might only get, uh, for 10 bucks, you might only get 10 to 15 clicks, right? And is that really enough to tell you if a product is a banger or not? Uh, it depends. Sometimes if you see something just pop off out of the gate, that's possible. But in the long run, it's definitely not something that is, um, it's definitely not something that you could totally count on. So that being said, what we start looking at here is if we could probably, I would say, 5x our traffic, right? We can 5x the amount of data that we get if we can 5x the amount of traffic. I'm not saying that we'll 5x it. You might more than that. All right, so if we get 5x the amount of traffic, we're getting more clicks, more likes, more comments, more shares. Or we're not, if you're getting 5x the amount of traffic, but you're not getting likes, comments, shares, that's a really good indicator that something is off. That's a really good indicator that that you probably should pass on this product or pass on this ad. And this is a bit of the nitty gritty that a lot of people don't like to talk about because it's not as cool and it's not as fun and all this stuff. But look, if you've got a small daily budget that you're really gonna you got to get the most out of it, okay? Conversion ads are great, but you better have a banger, meaning a really good ad that slaps, a good creative, a good copy on your landing page, a really good deal, a sizzling offer, which I've shown you how to create. But you might only get a few clicks for 10 bucks. You've seen it, you know, right? So unless it's a very polarizing ad, you're probably going to get less clicks because you're spending a bit more money for that traffic. So for that same money over here, you might end up getting 5,000 ad views or impressions. You'll get more than that. But with this especially. And so with this, what you do is you have more people telling you, is this good or is this bad? Are you interested in this offer or are you not interested in this offer? And so this is going to tell us really quickly if we should move on from the product or not. It's going to give us more data. So do I think that you should 100%, do I think that 100% you should launch engagement ads instead of conversion ads? No, I don't, because they are less likely to convert, but they're going to give you a lot of data. And this is also, again, all of this traffic here, okay? The 5x amount of clicks, likes, comments, shares, tags, follows, add to carts, all of this stuff is still going to go on your retargeting list. So it's going to create for you a lot of value in the future. And a lot of companies, they run engagement ads because it does get them a lot of traffic. It does get them a lot of data. It does get them a lot of follows and social credibility. It does give them a lot of information about the ads and the products and the avatars whom they're advertising to, right? So it's not an antiquated strategy. It's just um, it depends on your budget, which one might be best for you for testing. When we're testing something, we're not always looking for immediate sales if we're on a small budget. When we're testing something, we're oftentimes looking to see what is our click rate, what is our response rate, are we getting add to carts on this or not? And these are data points that can really tell us if the juice is worth the squeeze to spend more money on a product. We get more data faster. On a conversion campaign, you could still get a lot of data. You're just going to spend a little bit more money to get it. It's going to take a little bit longer on a smaller budget to get it and be a little bit more expensive. But remember, over here in our notes, my goal is to teach you how to take calculated risks. Okay. See where it says calculated risk? Taking a calculated risk means assessing data, right? And then taking your time, money, and efforts and investing it and launching that ad or launching that product or adding it to your store. Does that make sense? Yes, right? And so this way, those of you that have bigger budgets, go with conversion campaigns. You're ready to go all in. You want to spend a little bit of money. You understand the value in losing on 6 products to find 4 products or 3 products or 2 products or even 1 product that wins, because 1 winner is worth so much more than 50 losers, right? By all means, go with conversion ads. Everything's the same between conversion and engagement ads. Everything other than the price and the way that Facebook delivers it to your audience. It'll be definitely cheaper traffic to engagement ads, because Facebook is saying, hey, look, they're not trying to take people off platform here. They just want some likes, comments, follows. This is a cheaper group of people. We're going to target this to people that are more likely to typically engage with pages. They also may very well be buyers, but they're mostly, we know about these people as they highly engage on Facebook with and Instagram with pages like this. And so that's the big difference here. And engagement isn't low quality. Engagement is, in my opinion, is mid-quality traffic because you can warm it up and you can sell to it. And a lot of the buyers are still in there as well. But when you're doing conversion ads or sales ads, you're taking people off platform, meaning when somebody clicks your ad, they're leaving Facebook and going to a different website. Facebook doesn't like that. They don't want that. They really don't. They want you to stay on platform as much as possible. They don't want you leaving. So they're charging a premium for this because they know that they're losing the views off of Facebook. And of course, they know that you're making money, so they're going to charge you more for it. It's just the way the world works. Okay. So actually, I finished up a little early tonight, but I wanted to go over these 2 business models with you because as we do jump into into actually launching ads, many of you did ask me, is there a cheaper way to get more traffic, Adrian? Is there a cheaper way for me just to study if a product or an ad is appealing to my audience? And this webinar tonight is the response to that mass asked question. And if you follow this, you may find that running engagement campaigns and spending $10 gets you an immense amount of traffic, can save you 2 to 3 days of time and some money as well. So definitely run engagement ads and give it a test. So that said, we're going to give away $100 in the group. I hope that y'all enjoyed tonight's training. We're about to kind of get ready to, go through and build a $5 flash sale ad in Facebook and kind of see how it's done. It's built like every other Facebook ad, to be honest. It just says $5 flash sale, but we'll walk through it and we'll talk about some of the other strategies that we can use as well. So I hope that you all enjoyed tonight's webinar. I'll see you next week, same place, same time, right here on the Profit Power Hour. And make sure that you go into the Facebook group and you engage. You go to my Instagram and go on all of my social medias and engage, connect with me, and continue learning. Don't just come once a week. Consume education every day if you can. Modify your daily routine. Train your body in 28 days and your mind in 28 days to be a absolute monster when it comes to entrepreneurship, right? So only you can do that. Nobody can make you do it. That's on you, right? And it ain't easy to do a lot of the stuff that goes against, what your daily norms are. But that being said, I won't get into that this week, and I'll see you all next week. So I hope you had a great training tonight. You enjoyed it. I hope you have a great week and you see and realize profits from this. And I hope that many of you test the strategy. You see exactly what I'm talking about, and you're like, oh wow, okay, so this does work. If it does, post it in the group. All right, that's it for tonight. I'll see you next week. Love you all. Give away $100 in the Facebook group, and I'll see you next time.